What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Aryial Symone coming back with another YouTube video for you all. As y'all see, I am in my car, and last time I was in my car we did a drive with me, but today is not really a drive with me. Today is a DOORDASH with me, and I'm going to be giving you all my tips for how I make so much money every week doing DOORDASH. So if you are somebody who is either looking for a side hustle or needs a new job, or somebody who, you know, may have a job and just like making more money, I'm going to show you all how you can make a bunch of money doing DOORDASH. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this video. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, you need to make sure you go hit that subscribe button right here, right now. Join my family, join my gang. Make sure you smash that like button and make sure you turn your post notifications on so you can notified every time that I post a video. Got videos dropping back to back here on YouTube for y'all. Roll to 1K followers, roll to monetization. So make sure you share this video too if you like the tips that I give to you all today. And let's get into this video so I can show y'all how to make some money. I'm actually sitting in front of Walgreens. I'm in between 3 different hotspots. So if you already don't have a DOORDASH, you don't really know what a hotspot is. Hotspots are basically, they're like little numbers, and they're like the hotspots. That's where most people are ordering from at the moment. They're usually places that most people not either just order, or places around that area a lot of people order DOORDASH from. So they are marked for you to like go near, especially if you're like in an area where you're not feeling like you're not getting a whole lot of deliveries sent your way. You can head towards those hotspots and expect some more deliveries to come your way so you can get paid. How I start my DOORDASH is I usually like to start off with a full tank of gas. Even if I'm like only at 3/4, I like to just start with a full tank because I never know when I'm actually gonna stop. Whenever you are getting ready to end your dash, it will ask you like, are you sure you want to end, because we need dashes till X, Y, and Z. And sometimes if it's been good, like I've been getting like consistent orders back to back, I will just keep DOORDASHing just because, you know, I like making money. Especially if I see people are tipping me good as well, then I'm like, yeah, let me keep going. So how DOORDASH works is you get sent an order, and when the order comes to your phone, you can accept or decline the order. Of course, you don't want to decline too much. Not to say that it really affects your like rating and nothing like that. Like, you can decline orders, just don't decline too much, because obviously then you're just not making money, and those orders are going to go to somebody else. Whenever you get an order, it's going to tell you how many miles that order is, where you're going to be picking it up from, where you're going to be dropping it off to, and how much you can potentially get paid. That is always what the number that they show you is going to be the minimum amount of money that you will get paid. That may or may not include a tip. Sometimes I get tipped pretty well, sometimes I don't get tipped at all. It really depends on the person. Sometimes people tip me afterwards. Like, I'll get a notification from my phone like maybe 2 or 3 hours after I finished DOORDASHing and saw that a person ended up actually tipping me after I had already delivered the order. So it just depends, really. So the number that you show when you originally get offered a delivery order is going to be the minimum amount of money that you will get paid for that order. That's how much you'll be guaranteed. Now, let's say you go ahead and accept the order. Of course, I try not to accept orders that are too far. I always pay attention to, and this is tip number 1, pay attention to how many miles you're going to be driving. Because let's say you're going to be driving 11-12 miles, you know, right? Because the person lives really far away from the restaurant, and you're only going to get paid like $3. I try not to take orders that are super far away that aren't paying me enough, especially if I'm, you know, not too sure that I may, you know, get a tip. I not gonna say like, oh, $3 order isn't something I wouldn't accept, because I do accept them, especially if it's like an order that's right around the corner. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and do that real quick. But those orders that are super far away, you're pretty much wasting money, because you're not getting paid enough money, you know, for your gas, you know what I'm saying? And especially if that person doesn't tip you, you know, after you deliver, then it's like you just wasted a bunch of gas, especially if that house that you're going to isn't even near a hotspot, or it's not near any restaurants or anything at all that you can get back to quickly so you can get sent another order. So that is tip number 1. pay attention to the miles you will be traveling compared to how much you're getting paid. Try to get paid at least $1 a mile or somewhere around it. Now, let's say they're saying you're going to be driving, like 4.5 miles total or something like that, and you're getting paid $3.50. Okay, that's close enough to go ahead and accept the order. But something like I said, 11 miles, and you're only getting paid like $4, I wouldn't do it, y'all. I would not do it, especially if it's out of your way. Tip number 2 that I'm going to give to you all is kind of goes along with the first one. Look at the area, because you have time. You don't have to accept it right then. It gives you it gives you about 30 seconds or so you can look at how far that restaurant is and how far the house is and see what's around it. If the house that you're going to is around a bunch of restaurants, and you know for a fact, like, oh, I know that area, it's usually a busy area, then then you can accept the faraway orders, because you know you'll get an order right afterwards. But if the house you're going to is really out of your way, especially if it's getting close to the time you're gonna get finished dashing, like, oh, if it's 3:30 and you want to be done dashing by 4 o'clock, don't accept an order that the house is nowhere near restaurants. Like, it's going to take you at least 10 minutes to get back to an area with a lot of restaurants, because then your actual dash time, like your active time, that's like for people who don't do DoorDash, your active time is the time that you are actually delivering an order, like picking up and delivering an order, versus your dash time is literally just the amount of time that you have been signed on to DoorDash. So you don't want to, have your active time too long. One, because that is wasting not just your gas and adding miles to your car, but it's also wasting your time, because instead of getting maybe 2 or 3 orders done in that 30 minutes, you're only going to get maybe that 1 or even 2 orders done, if that, because you're going to be driving so far away and that house is nowhere near restaurants, so you're not going to get another order right away. You have to drive quite a distance to get back to some restaurants that people who DoorDash and order from. Tip number 3 I'm going to give to you all, and this is just my personal thing, I always try to dress presentable when you're DoorDashing. I've noticed that days that I'm kind of bummy, I'm just throwing on really whatever and I look a hot mess, and I'm out DoorDashing, I don't really get tips. Like, the days that I'm especially if it's really early in the morning and I'm I don't feel like really getting dressed up, if I decide to do a day shift at DoorDash, I just throw whatever on. Literally, I'm not gonna expect to get paid too much money, y'all, because to me, and it's just, maybe it may not be the case, but to me, sorry y'all, I'm sweating, it's hot, I have the AC turned off so y'all can hear me. Whenever I'm dressed like today, I'm kind of dressed, not even kind of, I'm really dressed up today, I really put effort into my look, into my hair, into my outfit, those are the days I realize that more people tend to pay me. A lot of people seem to be more nicer as well, not just at restaurants, but at the customers that I deliver to, they seem to be more nicer and they tip a little better when I'm dressed up. So really try to take consideration into your presentation, because people are more likely, when they see that you actually are taking DoorDash serious, they seem to be more likely to tip you more than it seems like somebody that just crawled out of bed and was like, all right, let me just get some orders done. Tip number 4 I'm giving you all, pay attention to the times that are actually peak hours. That's what we call the hours in DoorDash that are prime time for deliveries. In St. Louis, because I'm located in St. Louis in the Midwest, our peak hours are typically for breakfast. Either you're going to be up kind of early in the morning, you're looking at between 6 and 9 a.m. is usually when those early business people may be DoorDashing things to their businesses and office and things. So you're getting a lot of orders really early in the day. Then you have those lunchtime hours. So that's typically anywhere between 11 to, I want to say, about 2-3 o'clock out here. That's a peak time for us. That's when a lot of people are ordering lunch. People are going on break, and they're DoorDashing. So that's when even sometimes you're getting incentives and stuff as well for DoorDashing during those hours. So pay attention to what times that you notice a lot of people in your area are getting hungry or ordering food, things like that. Out here in the Midwest, a lot of people also do like dinner. So you have from like 4 to 8 is a really busy time for DoorDash. A lot of people are getting home from work. They don't feel like driving to go stop and get food, or after dealing with their kids, they don't want to, you know, try to figure out. So they'd rather just DoorDash or something and have somebody bring food to them. So that's a really big, dinner time is really busy. And then the late night hours. And out here, a lot of stuff starts closing around 10, 11 o'clock. So around like 9 to 11 o'clock p.m., it gets really busy because a lot of people are trying to get those last minute orders in before restaurants and stuff close, and they want DoorDash to bring it to them. So that is my 4th tip for you all. Pay attention to peak hours so you can plan your days out and what hours you want to DoorDash so you can make the most money. My last tip that I'm going to give you all today, and I have a lot of tips for DoorDash, but I'm only going to give you 5 just to help get you started, especially if you're somebody who's not very too familiar with DoorDash. My 5th tip for you all, whenever you are going to go DoorDash, take advantage of DoorDash's incentives. The incentives DoorDash gives are basically, they call promos. And those promos are different incentives that DoorDash does to get you, you know, more money whenever you're DoorDashing. So it may be like I'm currently doing an evening shift. I like evening shifts just because I see that there's more promos going on in the evening out here in St. Louis than there are in the daytime. And in the evening, we get paid an extra like $1 or $2 or $3 for delivering orders. So let's say DoorDash is gonna pay you $3 anyway for delivering maybe a McDonald's order to somebody. Well, during promo, you're gonna get not just that $3, but an extra $3 as well just for delivering that order, because it's their like incentive, especially if they know that they're really busy that day. Today it is a Friday, it's a weekend. Weekends, Fridays and Saturdays are usually really busy times for DoorDash. So I know a lot of people don't like working on the weekends, so I like to get out on the weekends just because I know a lot of people are ordering, people from hotels and things like that, traveling, you're DoorDashing stuff to your house just because it's the weekend and you want to party. Maybe you're drinking and something, and you know they can't physically get out and get them food, so they DoorDash and have somebody bring them food. So take advantage of your promos. There are ways that you can look and even schedule yourself, like it tells you what days and what times those promos are going to be, so you can know, there's going to be an extra $3 per delivery from 4 to 8 tonight. You know, I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to go ahead and schedule myself so that I can, make sure I'm out there DoorDashing and making extra money. So those are just some incentives for you so that you can make the most money possible. Thank you for watching this video. Tell me how these tips work out for you all if you start DoorDashing. Like I said, these are ways that I make as much money as I can while I'm DoorDashing. I've seen people literally make $700, $800, $900, even $1,000 a week doing DoorDash. Usually those people are out from, really early in the morning. They're out since like 7, 8 a.m. and they're not ending till like 9, 10 o'clock at night. And those people are literally making like anywhere from $150 to $200 a day with DoorDash. But it really just depends on your city, honestly. Like, these tips are what helps me make the most money, and I live in the Midwest. Some of these things may not work for you if you're not in the Midwest. It just depends on what city, what state you're from. So pay attention to how busy DoorDash is in your area. Make sure you pay attention to those peak hours. Like I said, take advantage of those promos. Take, consideration into your presentation and how you look, because that can determine how much of a tip you're going to get and how nice people are going to be to you. And y'all, I'm going to get back to DoorDash, and I got my little dash bag with me. Let me know how much money y'all are making from DoorDash. Let me know if these tips work out for you all, and I will see y'all in another video. Make sure you like and comment, and I will see you all later. Your light skin used to be curly, but I'm really sweaty right now. Girl is